Hi, I'm Jeremy with Central City Airsoft, and here are Central City Airsoft rules of play. Any violation of Central City Airsoft rules of play can result in immediate and permanent removal from the Central City Airsoft facilities, and refunds will not be issued. There are no exceptions to any rule, and every rule is strictly enforced. All participants under the age of 18 must have a current underage waiver completed and on file. A parent or legal guardian's signature is required on all underage waivers. You must be at least 12 years old to play at Central City Airsoft without a parent or guardian on site. Players under 12 must have a parent or guardian on site to play at Central City Airsoft. All participants over 18 must have a current liability waiver on file. Safety goggles must be worn at all times. All guests over 18 must wear safety goggles meeting ASNI Z87.1 standards with foam seal and elastic strap, balaclavas, shamags, or large bandana protecting the neck, mouth, and ears, and appropriate head and face gear are strongly recommended. Shooting glasses without a foam seal and elastic strap are not considered acceptable eye protection at Central City Airsoft. All participants under the age of 18 must wear a full face mask, example paintball goggles, covering ears and mouth. Mesh lowers worn with eye protection listed above is considered acceptable full face protection. The use of mesh lens goggles will be allowed only by the approval of the field owner or operator in a special needs situation. The usage will be allowed as long as there is a secondary device worn under them meeting the ANSI Z87.1 standard. Mesh lowers are allowed as lower face protection. At which time a player decides to remove his or her safety glasses while on the field of play and not in a safe zone, said player will be warned or asked to sit out for a round of play. If this behavior continues, said player will be asked to leave the property and no refund will be issued. At which time a player's safety goggles accidentally come off during play or an injury to a player occurs, all players will begin to yell blind man. Once a blind man is called, all players on the field will stop what they are doing, remove their magazines, and lay their airsoft replicas on the ground and await instructions on how the situation is going to be handled. During a blind man, players may not advance or use the opportunity to gain an advantage on an opposing team. All blind man situations will be handled according to the severity of the situation. All replicas must have a barrel cover and magazine out whenever in the staging area. Do not shoot wildlife, no blind firing, no point blank shooting or engagements of less than 20 feet. Inside of the 20 feet, there is always a surrender option. When a minimum engagement distance of 20 feet is not available, the option to surrender should be presented prior to firing. Inside the 20 feet, a player should shout bang in order to notify the opponent he or she has been eliminated. A bang safety kill will only count if player saying bang is pointing their airsoft replica at the opposing player. A player may not say bang faster than 1 bang per second. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Players may say bang at a loud and reasonable volume as to let the opposing player know what is happening. If both players say bang at, close to, or the same time, both players are eliminated from play. There will be no parlays. If you are eliminated by a bang kill, you must accept it as a legitimate elimination and either go to respawn or exit the field. No climbing of trees, structures, or vehicles. Nettings in buildings is the same as a wall and cannot be climbed, moved, or shot through. No physical contact. Guests may never touch another guest or his equipment. Avoid field hazards. Guests should avoid all hazards such as fences, ruts, and vines. Guests should report any hazard to the head referee on the field. All players will be chronographed prior to the beginning of each game day using field-supplied .20 gram BBs. You will be given 2 attempts consisting of no more than 3 shots each in which you chronograph at the appropriate FPS. Central City Airsoft head referee is the authority in determining a gun's eligibility. His or her decisions are final. A player is eliminated from play if a BB strikes any part of his or her body. Gunshots do count as an elimination. When a guest is eliminated, he or she must call himself out by shouting dead, hit, out, or kill while waving their hand or weapon above their head. Friendly fire counts as elimination. Eliminated player must then get out of the line of fire quickly by exiting that area. After a safe distance from play has been reached, said player may then display a red elimination flag on his or her head while walking to respawn or exiting the playing field. Safety violations and or cheating will not be tolerated. There are no exceptions. Any violation will result in immediate and permanent removal from the park, and no refund will be issued. The referee will use an air horn or a whistle to signal the start and ending of every game. All rules are subject to change without notice. Review the rules every time you come out to play at Central City Airsoft.